So are you also running a social media management agency? Then this video is definitely for you. So hello all, welcome back to Pabbly Chatflow, and in this video we are going to understand how to create a WhatsApp chatbot for your social media management agency. So like you, I'm also running a social media management agency and we regularly receive user queries on WhatsApp. But this is such a time consuming and a tedious task to reply to those same queries over and over again. So to solve this problem, I've simply created a WhatsApp chatbot using Pabbly Chatflow. And now what is going to happen is that whenever my user is going to send me a message, an automatic reply would be sent towards my user. That too without any manual intervention. So if you also want to create this amazing WhatsApp chatbot for your own agency, then for that you have to come with me towards my screen.
Welcome to my screen. So in this video, I'll show you how to create a WhatsApp chatbot tailored for your social media management agency. So this chatbot can onboard new clients, share pricing or service details, and even collect your user information all automatically. It's a smart way to qualify leads and stay responsive around the clock. So let's dive in and give your agency a conversational edge with automation. So over here, you can see that I've already created a WhatsApp chatbot for my social media management agency. And I'm just going to first show you the proper working of this amazing chatbot. For that, I'm just going to open my WhatsApp and let's say I'm just going to type, hey, I want to view social packages. And once I'm just going to send them this message, it is replying me. It is saying, hi there, welcome to Social Spark, your social media growth partner. Let's get to know you a bit first. Please share your full name. Alright, so I'm simply going to share my full name right over here, which is test user. So I'm simply going to share my full name. And once I'm just going to share my full name, it is giving me three options. So over here, if I want to view the social packages, I can go towards the social packages right over here, and automatically it is going to respond me accordingly. And now if I want to view the client stories, I can go towards this client stories and view the client stories. And now if I want to view the services, I can go towards view service and view the services they offer. And over here, if I want to book a consultation, I can go towards this book consultation message and it is going to respond me accordingly. And if I want to contact the team, I can go towards this contact team and it is going to respond me accordingly. So as you can see, within seconds, this chatbot is responding me and solving all my user queries. So yes, this is the powerful chatbot which we're going to learn in today's video, and you can also create this amazing chatbot for your social media management agency too. And in order to learn this, you have to stick to this video till the end. So we're going to create this amazing WhatsApp chatbot with the help of Pabbly Chatflow. So to do this, I'm simply going to open a new tab and I'm just going to open the landing page of Pabbly Chatflow simply by searching pabbly.com/chatflow in my browser. And once we're going to open the landing page of Pabbly Chatflow, over here it is giving me two options. One is sign in and the another one is sign up for free. So if you are a new user, you can click on this sign up for free and you're going to get 100 of tasks free every month to explore the application. But over here, I am an existing user, so I'm simply going to click on this button right over here which says sign in. And now it is opening all Pabbly apps, and over here you can see all the tools and applications offered by Pabbly. But in today's video, we are going to use Pabbly Chatflow because I want to automate WhatsApp conversations effortlessly. So I'm simply going to click on this access now right over here to access my Pabbly Chatflow account. And once we're going to click on this access now, it is going to open the dashboard of my Pabbly Chatflow account. And in order to create a WhatsApp chatbot, we first have to add a WhatsApp number inside our Pabbly Chatflow account. So to add a WhatsApp number, we simply have to go towards this add WhatsApp number button. And over here, there are two methods in order to add a WhatsApp number. So a video tutorial dedicated to both of these methods have been attached in the description box below. You can check it out and add your WhatsApp number. I have already added my WhatsApp number right over here, so I can move on further. Over here on the left side of the bar, you can see all the features offered by Pabbly Chatflow. So if you want to learn about any of this feature in detail, a dedicated video towards each of this feature has been attached in the description box below. You can check it out. Today, this video is only going to focus on how to create a WhatsApp chatbot for social media management agency. So for that, we are simply going to go towards this flow section of our Pabbly Chatflow account. And after opening this flow section, over here you can see the total flows in this account. You can see the total active flows and the total inactive flows too. So from here you can manage your flows. Today we're going to start from scratch. For that, I'm just going to click on this add flow button right over here. And once we're going to click on this add flow button, it is opening a window something like this in front of us. Before starting with the flow, I'm just going to name this flow. I'm just going to name this flow as this WhatsApp chatbot for social media management agency. And after naming this chatbot, we're going to move on further. Over here you can see, to start this flow, we have three options, either to enter the keywords, regex, or choose template. Over here, you can use any of this one to start with your WhatsApp chatbot. If you want to choose a template, you can go towards this choose template button right from here. You first have to create a template, and once the template is approved, you can choose it right over here. And what is going to happen is that when you choose the template, whenever your user is going to reply to that template, automatically the flow is going to get triggered. The next which we have is regex. So regex are regular expressions which help your WhatsApp chatbot understand what a user is trying to say by matching specific keywords in their message. And the third one which we have is keywords over here. So in order to enter the keywords, what you have to do is you simply have to type the keywords like this and then press enter. So it is a really important step to type the keyword and press enter, otherwise the keyword will not be added. All right, so as you can see that today I'm just going to start this flow with the help of a regex. So I'm just going to enter my regex pattern right over here. So as you can see that I've simply entered my regex right over here. So you must be wondering why I have used this regex. So what is going to happen is that when I enter this regex, whenever my user sends me anything, be it a long message, be it a short message, be it a single line or a single word, whenever my user sends me anything, the flow is going to get triggered. All right, and after entering this regex, I'm simply going to switch on this toggle button. So it is not mandatory to switch on this toggle button, it is only required for case sensitive regex. All right, so now after entering this regex, we're going to move on forward. So now what I want is I want that whenever my user messages me anything, I want to send them a message something like this. So I'm just going to simply ask them for their full name. For that, I'm just going to open my Pabbly Chatflow, go towards this action and simply drag and drop this ask question. And now I'm simply going to connect it with this flow start. And after connecting this, I'm just going to enter the message right over here. So I'm simply going to enter my message. And as you can see that I've simply entered my message. But not only entering this message, you can see that in this message, I have kept some text as bold. So how are we going to bold the text? For that, we simply have to add a star in the starting of the line and in the end of the line, which we want to bold. Now I'm just going to do same with this line too, because I just want to bold this text too. So I'm simply going to enter the star in the starting and the end. So yes, with this, we have successfully did this and we have successfully made this text as bold. Now we're going to move on further. And now it is asking me to select the contact custom field. Now I'm simply going to select my contact custom field right over here. But in order to select a contact custom field, you first have to create one, right? So to create a contact custom field, you have to go towards the left side of the bar and then towards this settings section. And after coming over here towards this settings section, you have to go towards this contact custom fields and create your own. I've already created multiple, so I'm simply going to select one from this only, which is full name. So over here, if you want to learn more about this contact custom field in detail, you can check out the description box below. We have attached a video dedicated toward this in the description box, so you can check it out. Now it is asking me to select the format of the reply. So the full name is always in text format, so I'm simply going to select it as text right over here. Now it is asking me to enter the number of attempts. So over here, I'm just going to keep the number of attempts as one only. If you wish, you can definitely increase this number of attempts. Now it is asking me to enter the validation message. So if you wish, you can definitely enter a validation message right over here. But this is not the required field, so I'm just going to leave it as blank. So you must be wondering when we have to enter the validation message. So what is going to happen is that you selected the format of the reply as text. So if your user is going to reply for full name in some another format, then this workflow is not going to get triggered. So you have to only and only reply in text format in order to get this workflow triggered. All right, so what we're going to do is I'm simply going to enter a validation message right over here. So what is going to happen is that whenever your user is replying in some another format, a validation message would be sent towards them, like please reply in text format or something like this. And then we have to increase the number of attempts too, so that we can continue this chatbot. All right, so if you wish, you can definitely do all of this, but this is not required, so I'm just going to leave it as same. Now we're going to move on further. After asking them for their full name, I'm just going to give them these options. And to give them these options, I'm simply going to drag and drop the connection right over here and select the content type as text plus button. And now I'm just going to enter the message. And in this message also, I'm just going to bold this message right from here. So I'm simply going to bold this message. For that, I'm just going to add stars in the starting of this message and in the end of this message like this. Now we're going to move on further. What are the options which I want to give? View services, social packages, and client stories. So one by one, I'm just going to give them all of these options. The first one is view services. Then we're going to move on forward over here. The second one is social packages, which is the social media packages. All right, so I'm just going to add button and add this text, which is social packages. And the third one is client stories. So I'm simply going to add another button and enter the text as client stories. Now we're going to move on further. Now I'm just going to set up the message for all of these three one by one. So we're going to start with view services. I'm simply going to drag and drop the connection connection, select the content type as text plus button, and now I'm just going to enter the message for view services. So to enter this message, I'm just going to open my WhatsApp, and over here you can see that I want to send a message something like this for view services. So I'm simply going to enter this same message right over here, and after entering this message over here in this message, I'm also going to add a button of book consultation. So for that, I'm just going to add a button right over here for book consultation, and now I'm just going to add one more button, which will be the contact us button, which is the contact team button. All right, so I'm just going to add one more button in this message, which is contact team. And now after doing both of this, I'm just going to move on further and set up the message for social packages. I'm simply going to drag and drop the connection, select the content type as text plus button, and now I'm just going to set up the message for social packages. For that, I'm just going to open my WhatsApp, and for social packages, I want the message something like this. All right, so I'm simply going to enter the message right over here. So as you can see that I've simply entered this message, and in this message too, I'm just going to add two buttons. One is for book consultation and the another one is for contact team. So one by one, I'm just going to add text in both of these buttons and move on forward. Now I'm just going to set up the message for this client stories. For that, I'm simply going to drag and drop the connection, select the content type as text plus button, and now I'm just going to enter the message for this client stories. So for this client stories, I want a message something like this. So I'm simply going to enter this same message right over here in this client stories, and now in this also I'm just going to add two buttons. One is for book consultation and the another one is for contact team. So I'm simply going to add two buttons right over here, and now we're going to move on further. Now I'm just going to simply enter the message for book consultation and contact team. For that, I'm simply going to drag and drop the connection, select the content type as text plus button, and now I'm just going to enter the message for book consultation. So for book consultation, a message something like this will be sent. So I'm simply going to enter this message right over here in this book consultation, and now I'm just going to connect this book consultation message with all the buttons with said book consultation. Now I'm just going to do same with the contact team too. I'm simply going to drag and drop the connection, select the content type as text plus button, and enter the message for contact team. So I'm simply going to enter the message for contact team right over here, and now I'm just going to connect this message with all the buttons with said contact team. So as you can see that you can also connect a single message with multiple buttons. You don't have to set up multiple messages for similar kind of buttons. So as you can see that with this, we have successfully completed this WhatsApp chatbot for my social media management agency, and now I'm just going to save this chatbot right from here. And after creating this WhatsApp chatbot successfully, I'm just going to save this chatbot. So I'm simply going to click on this button which says save, and with this we have successfully saved this chatbot, and now I'm just going to test it in real time. For that, you have to keep in mind that this button should always be switched on. And now I'm just going to open my WhatsApp, and we're just going to clear the previous conversation to start fresh, and now I'm just going to send them a message which is, hey, I want to book a consultation. And once I'm just going to send them this message, it is asking me for my full name. So let's say once again I'm just going to enter my full name right over here, and once I'm just going to enter my full name, yes, you can see that it is replying me with this, where I can move forward by selecting the option which I want. So as you can see with this, our chatbot is running in real time and perfectly fine. And yes, now it is going to solve all the user queries like I showed you in the starting of this video. So yes, with this we have successfully completed this WhatsApp chatbot for social media management agency. But not only sending and receiving a WhatsApp messages, but this chatbot offers many more useful features. And to show you those features, I'm just going to open the inbox section of my Pabbly Chatflow account in a new tab. So I'm simply going to open the inbox section, and over here in the inbox section, we are going to view the proper conversation which happened between the chatbot and the user. Not only this, you can also check the status of the message, when the message was sent, delivered, and when the message was read. Not only this, you can also see that my user shared their full name, which is test user. So this test user has been added right over here in the contact custom fields under the test user section. So yes, with this we have successfully completed this WhatsApp chatbot, and not only sending and receiving a WhatsApp messages, but this chatbot also helps you to collect the user information. Such a useful feature, right? So yes, you can also create this amazing WhatsApp chatbot for your own social media management agency with the help of this simple video you saw right now. And while creating this automation, if you have any questions related to the video or the workflow, you can directly comment on this video. See you in the next video with many more automation tips, everyone. Thank you for watching.
So not only this, but with the help of Pabbly Chatflow, you can create multiple chatbots which are tailored to your specific business needs. So now if you have any questions, you can reach us at support@pabbly.com. If you have any queries, you can reach us at forum.pabbly.com, and if you have any pricing related issues, you can follow this URL. And now go try this amazing WhatsApp chatbot for your own business too, because right now we are offering a free trial of Pabbly Chatflow.